pretend as if we're doing it as a video, guys.
Alright, guys, we're doing this again.
Okay, right. The importance of tricky portals with Shinnok and getting them instant is it makes it safer. It makes it a lot safer. This is easy to do on PS4, without a doubt, just because we have more time. As soon as I said, Johnny Cage gives us a big old thumbs up. But no, this is easy to do on PS4, but can be done on Xbox One, and that's the main console I do it on, so it can be done. Now, the importance of giving you instant air tricky portals in your game plan is doing a tricky portal as low as you can normally. You can get it quite low to the ground if you're good at it, if you give it practice, but it's never going to be as low as an instant air. An instant air tricky portal will be something crazy low to the ground using the new technique. I mean, it's hard to get it 100% of the time, but you can definitely get it faster than any other normal conventional means by using this. By using the method of doing the tricky portals on a control pad. It makes you able to get from like full screen to like straight into like an NJ kick with your opponent. You can do it after a knockdown. If I get hell sparks, normal hell sparks, I can do it to follow up as he gets up off the ground. After a shoulder charge, I can do it as a stand up just to get up there, like that one there.
And if he blocks that on wake up, the NJ neutral jump kick came out. Bear in mind, when you do neutral jump kick, obviously you'll demonstrate it in a second, but when the neutral jump kick comes out, that low to the ground, it's plus. So it guarantees, it does guarantee stuff.
I mean, the only thing, this won't be an overhead because you're obviously doing it on the way up from your jump. So if you do, if you get it on the way up, then it's going to be still counting as that on the way down, really. But because it puts you on the way down after the tricky ball, so no matter what normal you do after tricky ball, it's always going to be an overhead. So even as low to the ground as you can physically get, which again I can't do 100% of the time, but you can get this pretty damn consistently in a real match, and it gives you a lot of leeway.
So the internet tricky portal, it is actually a input that needs to be learned. Like there is a technique to doing it. We'll try and see if we can get a player cam maybe. Like I'll try and enlarge this so you can see the hands, but what is the technique for getting instant air tricky portal?
Okay, cool. We'll have to make the camera bigger for this one because it's definitely something I have to show you more than tell you.
Talk about the input first and then show the input after. That's the best way.
So basically, on the Xbox One, like you swap these around for the PS4, but on the Xbox One, you hold down on the left thumbstick with your left thumb, and then with your right thumb, you press up on the D-pad, and it makes him jump in place. Make sure that your left thumbstick is placed down, like full on down, because if it's placed to the down left or down right, he won't jump in place if you hit up, and he'll just stay put. So you're literally just going to sit crouched, and you won't get the jump at all. So when your left stick is as down as it gets, up will make you jump. Now in this situation, that's what you want. You want to hold down and then up twice as fast as you can on the D-pad. Now, if you get this enough and you get this cleanly, you will get these crazy, super quick instant air inputs like that. And it's almost like he never leaves the ground. And then on the way down, if you get it, you can get a jump kick in before you hit the ground, which will make you plus. Now, obviously, I did that from point blank, but if you get this from full screen, I hope I can get this after a few tries. Now, that one wasn't quite as instant as it gets, but the point remains is, if you get this input from full screen, you're right there with plus frames after a block kick, and that's even if they block it. If not, you get the hard knockdown splat from an NJ kick, and that's great for you. So how does this look? Let me show you. We'll bring up the player cam for you guys. We'll have a look.
Let's enlarge it.
Right, now, I messed this up last time, so hopefully I can actually get this for you guys. Okay, now, I'm doing this backwards, so bear with me. Your left thumb will go hold this down. Your left thumbstick, move my fingers out of the way, that will be holding down. So you get that as down as it gets, and then the other one is just going to tap up twice. Obviously, from this range, like when I'm holding it back to front, I'm not going to get it instant air like that. But this is the technique. This finger holds this down, and then this one quickly and rapidly hits up twice. Now, when you're holding a control pad normally, that will become an instant air input. You get it as quickly as you possibly can. But it's one finger holds down the left joystick. Make sure it's holding all the way down, or you won't get the jump. The other finger hits up very quickly on the D-pad. Now, if I flip that round and do it, with a comfortable way, I'm going to get the input very easily, very quickly.
Johnny Cage.
Every time I do it, Johnny Cage is giving me the thumbs up. That's pretty amazing.
So basically, now that's the technique for instant tricky portal. Why is it useful? So I'd quickly say what you can get off knockdown for it. So like hell sparks, you can get good stuff off it.
Hell sparks, you can do a follow up, NJ kick, shoulder charge, any hit confirmed.
Set the opponent to auto block. I think is a good way. It's a good way to very quickly and surprisingly get pressure off something that normally you're not used to. So normally you get hit by normally you get hit by a regular hell sparks, and you're not used to having to block and wake up.
This might be the wrong reversal. to test it on, but either way, I'm pretty sure you can make that. I might just down one just to try and get the
It depends on how
quick.
quickly you get it to the ground, but for the most part, it just gives you the jump kick. Bear in mind, the nut punch is an exceptionally good reversal.
Oh yeah, of course. Let me quickly have a look at this one now. I might have the wrong reversal input, to be fair. Man. But basically, the point remains is after most specials, you can, you know, get some follow-up with it to get yourself some cool pressure and positioning.
What's that cool combo you can do with the internet tricky portal?
Okay, I'll try and get it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah, but you can get the mimicry. I'll quickly have a look now. See if I can get the whole thing. There you go. You basically use the internet tricky portal to confirm off any. I mean, even if you get just the last one, it's even easier because you can, you know, it doesn't launch them as they're in the air for longer if you get just like the last few.
But the safeness of the internet tricky portal doesn't really come from the fact that it doesn't really come from landing the jump kick. It comes from the fact that normally, we even made a video on it, you beat tricky portal by jumping with Shinnok and that, and then when you see the tricky portal NJP on reaction, if he instantly leaves the ground and tricky portals, very few, if any, tricky portals can actually neutral jump punches can actually punish it.
Yeah.
Like obviously Quan is a notable exception because the NJP is so quickly, it comes up so fast. But a lot of characters in the game can't actually punish you on reaction. We just had obviously Cheap Eddie and Muscle were just playing a set, and every time Cheap Eddie tried to armor on reaction to the tricky portal, and because you're so low to the ground, like right there, you're so low to the ground, you just can't do it. He recovers in time and will punish you for it, and it's just something else that you got to look out for. So to stop this from getting too long, that's pretty much the internet tricky portal, but it's really important if you're going to play in
It's not going to give you free block strings from full screen, so don't think it's a free scapegoat way in to get your pressure, because it doesn't behave like that. It's just a way to quickly move from point A to point B and really make the most of your movement, because as soon as you've got this, then obviously it's going to open up a lot of possibilities for you further away, mid-screen, you know, far-ish distance, I suppose. It's just something else that you have to respect, which is going to give you a bit more options, because when you take into account that Mimic still is quite hard to deal with. He's quite a stressful character to fight in general. Now being able, because especially, you know, you can use this to react to most fireballs, like you can do this to react to Sub-Zero's Ice Ball, anything slow like that, and get a free punish with an NJP from it because of it. So definitely recommend learning this, guys. If you want to be serious with Shinnok, it's definitely important, especially Imposter. But best of luck, and hopefully this helps you out.